How did I end up in public service? Well, I entered the DA's office right out of law school. To be honest, the Appeals Bureau was the perfect place if you wanted to be a working mom, which was not that usual back then. About 10 years into my tour of duty in the district attorney's office, I was called into Kevin Dillon, and DA Dillon said to me, "Rodwin, you're one of those feminist types, right?" And I said, "Yes, boss, I am." He said, "Well, I think we're going to be starting a domestic violence bureau." It was right after the OJ case and the Violence Against Women Act in Congress. And I answered, "Yes, boss, I can do this," because one should always say, "Yes, boss, I can do this." So we started out, and Kevin had said to me, "I think there'll be about 50 cases." Well, that first year, there were over 400. And by the time I left in 2008, we were prosecuting almost 4,000 cases a year. What made it so important and urgent was the fact that in those days, in the 90s, if a victim wanted to drop the charges in any court, she could just show up, put her hand on a Bible and say, "No one's pressuring me, I don't want to prosecute." And when I saw someone do that who had lost their eye because their husband had thrown a telephone, and all the charges were dismissed, a Class B violent felony, assault first, because she put her hand on a Bible and walked out of that courtroom, I knew we could do better to keep victims safe, to hold offenders accountable, and to try to improve the lives and safety of families in our community. And I was very privileged to be in the right place at the right time, work with amazing attorneys, amazing judges, terrific social workers, and make some small changes. So what advice would I give to attorneys who are entering public service or already there? You can make a difference. You can make a difference in this community, but the key is reaching out for partners, and partners outside your silo. When you're in one individual silo, in one agency, you're never going to be able to effectuate change unless you have somebody to your right and left who believes in change the way you do. We had amazing opportunities both in the district attorney's office for family violence issues and on the judiciary. We worked on disproportionality, and we worked on changing how immigrants and refugees were treated in our court systems. And we had partners, community leaders, law enforcement leaders, social work leaders, people at shelters, and we were able to work together to make change. Change can always come, but always it's better when you're not alone.